Just another gorgeous Southern California day, perfect for some long drive here at the Wells Fargo Advisors Endless Summer Invitational. As we bring you back here onto the first tee box. Yes, we have already put two competitors into the semifinals with Brian Kelly and Kyle Berkshire both getting past their quarterfinal opponents, and that sets up Glenn Wilson Jr., or the Whopper, as his friends like to call him, against Ryan Steenberg here in quarterfinal number 3.
Yeah, we got two of the big muscle guys here. It looks like a weightlifting contest. Wait till you take a look at Steenberg. He is huge.
It probably speaks a little bit to how much you've seen long drive change over the course of the years, right? Now it's so much about fitness and preparation to get ready for these competitions.
It is. I mean, look at his muscles bulging. I mean, the guy's using those Jack Black products to get himself sexy. But look at that physique. I mean, he puts everything into it.
Hey, Jeff, it's still about putting it in the grid, though, at the end of the day. And so far through the first round, both these guys, Glenn Wilson Jr. and Ryan Steenberg, have missed. Here is Wilson's second.
Yeah, Glenn has some experience on this finals. He's been there before, and he's, again, ranked in the top 30 in the world. I expect a good showing from him. Ryan is ranked number 1, though, so I expect to see some big numbers soon from Ryan.
You see that one will not quite come all the way off that hill and back into the grid. So 2 out of bounds to the left for Glenn Wilson so far. Here's Ryan Steenberg with his second.
Let's see what he can do. I see Dave over there with Wells Fargo Western Manager. He's going to get a good peek at this one.
Good peek at it as it goes up the left-hand side. Big kick over there.
Oh, what do you think, Dave Altshuler? Is that thing over 390? Wow.
That is. That's hovering at the 394 range. And so now an opportunity for Glenn Wilson Jr. to see if he can respond.
394, great ball.
Yeah, let's see if Glenn sometimes can struggle with a hook, which puts those houses in extreme danger.
We like to think those trees protect some of those houses, but some guys hit it so far, even the trees are not enough to protect them. Wilson with his third. That one is going to fade out to the right. So he went left a couple of times, and now this one, over corrections, it stays out right.
All right, we got Steenberg here. Like I said, he's going to really pour out. He's got a ball to build on. He's going to stay back on his right side there. He's leaning a little bit like he pulled it, which he did. No, he hit that right, actually.
You know, if you get one in the grid, as Ryan Steenberg already has, how much then does it free you up for the rest of your swings, or are you still trying to stay within your principles?
If you're way ahead of the guy as far as even where his OB balls go, let's say a guy's 20 behind, but he's OB, and you're inbounds, you're just going to free up and go for it. I like to see him release a little harder, get a little bit more ball speed.
Number 4 here for Steenberg. He's already hit one in, his second ball hitting the 394 mark. And that one looks like it's headed out of bounds left.
Again, he's trying to fight the wind. So what I would recommend for these right-handed hitters is time to change your game plan. Aim up the left side, try to ride that wind a little bit, get a little bit of help out of it.
See if indeed Glenn Wilson Jr. heeds that advice. This is his 4th shot of quarterfinal number 3. Ton of power in that swing, but he's leaning as it's down the right side. And I don't think that one is going to stay within our grid. Got some distance out there, but not within the grid.
Yeah, right now I see Glenn, his right hand is a little bit underneath, which means he's set up for a hook. And I'd like to see him get a little Ben Hogan on it. Get that right hand a little higher up. We've got Steenberg ready to go here.
Steenberg did hit a hook last time, but this one has a little bit of fade on it, trying to fade it, as you just suggested, back into the grid.
Now, folks at home, remember, if the ball goes out and comes back in, you can't come back in. The ball is deemed to be OB once it enters the OB area.
So it's where you land that determines whether you're either in or out. No gray area in there.
And it must stay inbounds. All right, let's see what he's got here. He's going to reach back. Again, like I said, I see that right hand's just a little bit low on the club.
Well, and Jeff, the window of opportunity continues to get smaller and smaller for Glenn Wilson Jr. Right now, he's hit 5 of his 6 shots out of bounds. He's got one final ball left, but first here's Steenberg, who already has one in, his second ball out there at 394.
Let's see what the world number 1 can do here. That was a great swing. His swing's gotten so much better, Mark. Even from last year, you can see he's much more balanced.
And it seems like you can tell from the body language from each competitor whether they're feeling good on the day about their swing or not. All right, here is Glenn Wilson Jr. He's yet to hit the grid, inciting the crowd to get a little bit of love, a little bit of noise to hype him up for what will be his final ball of the competition if he doesn't hit the grid or beat that
Got
394.
some Wells Fargo advisors on the left there dancing with all the Western regional offices here. Let's see if they can pump him up.
Wilson, the stage is yours. He's trying to walk through it and walk it down. Is the wind going to keep it in? And it looks like it's fading out of bounds. And that means that indeed Ryan Steenberg is going to be moving on. We go back downstairs. Here's Jeff.
Known as one of the highest ball speed guys out there. What does it mean to be out here with this crowd?
Yeah, I mean, obviously getting to come back here for second year and having guys like Wells Fargo advisors, all the sponsors, Callaway, yourself, all the fans coming out. Thank you for coming to support this. For those that weren't there at the auction and the dinner, just a lot of incredible things going on. And so us doing this is just the bonus and the icing on the cake. We're here for a bigger cause.
Thanks, Glenn. I really appreciate you being here. All right, big guy. You put on a performance. I've watched your swing get better and better. I think that's helped you on this grid.
Yeah, absolutely. When I got back into the sport in 16, well, I was hitting cuts, and now we're hitting straight balls and draws and so forth. So I actually hit a pretty good set on the straight grid.
Yeah, you're very impressive. Very impressive.
We'll try to get back up here and hit a little peeler fade and see. We got to get a couple more yards out of these boys. Are fast. So again, as Glenn said, we love being out here with you guys. This is a wonderful event. The fans are amazing, and to make an impact for cancer, I mean, that's what it's all about. So
welcome to the semifinals.
thank you, appreciate it.
So as we take a look at the numbers between Glenn and Ryan in quarterfinal number 3, and you got to hit the grid if you're Glenn Wilson Jr. He could not find it here today at Seacliff Country Club, so it's that lone 394 for Ryan Steenberg that has him moving on. We saved the best quarterfinal matchup for last. It's two former champions, Ben Tuaone, Eddie Fernandez, going head-to-head for the right to move on and join Ryan Steenberg, Brian Kelly, and Kyle Berkshire in the semifinals.